Most of us at a fairly early age are presented with two paths. We come across a fork in the road and we have to choose. So one path, you can look down it and you see it's clearly paved, right? You see your friends, you see your family. It's just easy, it's smooth. There's very few obstacles down the path. And once you start that path, it's very just consistent and easy and stress-free. The other path, though, barely anyone's there. A few people maybe. It's very gravelly. It's very tough. It looks challenging to go down. You can see many obstacles in its way. But at the very end of that path, you see a bright light. You see something that looks almost like the shimmer of gold that you don't see with the other path. But this path is incredibly difficult, right? What do you do? Which path do you choose? I think a lot of people go with the safer, easier path just because it's what life demands. Life heavily implies that we go down that path, right? You go to school, you major in something, then you work with a career counselor, you find a job, and you just stick to that one path. And you know what? It's probably the friendlier path. You're going along with your friends from college, and it's all good. I mean, maybe you have bills, and maybe you can't pay them, and maybe you have all these medical issues or stuff that you can't really pay. But for the most part, it's a very easy path to go down, and there's very few obstacles unless something major happens. The other path, though, is the one that society doesn't teach about, right? Like, they don't teach about money. They don't teach about creating things on your own, about entrepreneurship, right? So that path is mainly one you have to go down alone. So I'm not gonna lie, it is tough, especially if you're used to your friends and you're a sociable person. It's tough to go down that path. You might seem a little crazy doing it because you have all these obstacles. You have to overcome so many different things. But I will tell you that path, once you reach the end of that path, once you overcome every single obstacle and never stop, you persistently go down that path, you are going to be one of a few people in society where everybody else who went down this path, they're probably going to live a good life, but they're going to live an average life. If you want to be extraordinary, if you want to make an abundance of money or whatever, you have to trot down the path that most people choose not to.